everyone. We are going to work on practice sheet 22. So we're going to look at number 1. So we're hopefully we're at a place where we can do these alone. Now, what I do want to focus on is this symbol here, okay? Sometimes we flip it. We flip it if we're multiplying or dividing through by a negative. So that means I'm not looking over here. I'm looking right here. I'm looking where that variable is. According to this, I'm going to be dividing by a positive. So therefore, it doesn't flip, okay? It does not flip. It stays in the same direction. So I want you to go in and put that first. I would love for you to be in the habit of checking that first, okay? Secondly, we're going to get rid of everything that's next to our variable. So I start with a plus 30, so we do minus 30, minus 30. Okay, so cross. And over here, really careful, these are same. Same, sum, add to the left. Okay, so it'll be negative, but I want you to add those. Okay. And then hopefully we know our last step will be to divide, and you will get a decimal. So this will be a decimal number. It will be rational. Okay. Of course, all the numbers we work with are rational except for pi. Okay. So remember, we're going to graph it. And I'm doing it like this because I know it will be a decimal. So you're going to put your answer somewhere in here, and remember, it's going to be an open dot. Remember, if it's like this, it's opened. If it's like this, it's closed, and it can be equal to. So whatever our solution is that we get, let's say if it was negative 9.1, okay, that means it could not be equal to negative 9.1. If it was negative 8.4, I would have to cross that out because it doesn't have an equal to, okay? So y'all finish this up. Same sum add to the left, then divide by 5. Remember, your answer will be a negative. Please remember, your answer will be negative. Okay. I'll let y'all do number 2. Number 3, we started this last week. The price of a video game controller was reduced from $50 to $36. So this was our price change. By what percentage was the price of the video game reduced? By what percent was it reduced? Okay, so this is percent of change, percent of decrease. So percent problem, but we don't have a percent. Remember, that means we go to our backup method. Our backup method is over of. I'm going to put it in a different place. Is, oh my goodness, is over of equals percent over 100. So remember, our of is our TWO, total whole original. Okay. So when I look at this, this was the original price. This was where it started. That was the price. So that is your of, guys. And this doesn't change, right? Please remember, we do not put 36 at the top. We put however much it changes by, okay? So how much did that price go down by? Hopefully you know it went down by 14. That becomes a 10. That becomes a 4. Okay? We don't know the percent. Okay? These are so important. These are things you will see. This is something super, super important. So I'm going to get this started. Hopefully we remember when we cross multiply, it's always over an equal sign. Okay? So 14, 0, 0. 14 when I multiply by 100, 1, 2. So I get 1400. On the other side, I get 50x. So you're going to finish this up, right? Because you're going to divide both sides by 50. Make sure you cross out the 0. Okay, so I want you to finish that up. Okay, I believe you will get a whole number. You will get a whole number, as a matter of fact. And whatever it is, that is your percent. Okay, so put a percent sign. Okay, number 4. This says, Robbie bought a pair of jeans that regularly cost $45. The jeans were on sale for 30% off. What was the sale price? So remember, the question can ask it in 2 different ways. It can say, what is the sale price? It can say, what is the savings? Okay? So this is what we know. We know this, okay? So if you want to, you can do a model. That's perfectly fine. But I like to do the quick way, which is change the percent to a decimal and multiply. Does that sound familiar? Hopefully it sounds very, very familiar. Change the percent to a decimal and multiply. So your job is to multiply this. Whatever you get, that is your off. So your job is to take this number and subtract it off to find the sale price. Okay? And last problem. The last problem says, what is the circumference of a circle that has a diameter of 19? Okay? So, guys, we need to look at our formula charts, at our orange formula charts. Okay? We have 2 formulas there. One of them is C equals 2 pi r. This is close to the top. The other one is pi d. Okay? And towards the bottom, I think it's 4th from the bottom, it says, for us, we're going to use pi is 3.14. And, of course, that is the estimate that we use. Okay? So, in our case, we know the diameter. The diameter is 19, which means I want to use this formula. Okay? C equals pi d. Okay? Pi is 3.14 times diameter, which is 19. That is your job. Your job is to multiply that. Okay? Now, I didn't mean to put that 9. It should be a 4. Now, what I will tell you is, let's see here, 19, is if I was estimating this, I would say 3 times 20. So my answer should be close to 60. I rounded this one down and this one up. Okay? So my answer should be somewhere close to 60. Okay? So hopefully that will help you put your decimal where it needs to go. Okay? So multiply this, and it's that number in inches.